Hey, hi guys. Today I am discussing on essentials of HRM, and the first question is about effective communication and the challenges that are faced and how can these challenges be solved. So, in the introduction part, what you have to do is mention what is communication, define what is communication, what are the usage of it. So, in the usage, I would say it is basically used to pass on messages from one person to other or from one person to other people. So it's basically this is called as interaction also. Now moving to the concept part, you have to mention the challenges that are faced during the communication process, and there are various points which you will be able to find out. The easiest thing is you Google search barriers to effective communication. You will get various points. I would just highlight few points which I have mentioned. uh, the first is jargons, second is lack of motivation, lack of interest, lack of listening, then there's cultural differences, uh, then there is disengagement. So these are the few points which I have mentioned. You can Google search, you will get many points. And then in the conclusion part, you mention why is the effective communication required in a business organization, in a business or organization, so that there is a clear communication or message that is passed from the managers to the employees who are working for achievement of the goals of the organization. So this is how we complete the first question. Moving to the second question, it is about the HR manager, where there is a downsizing in the organization, there is a hiring freeze, and you have to take out steps to ensure that the advantages received to the organization. So in the introduction part, you mentioned what is downsizing, what is hiring freeze, and then in the concept part, what you can do is in the introduction part also you can add some points of covid, that because of the covid there has been a lockdown, there is a slowdown in business, due to which many businesses have been impacted. There have been shutdowns, and the HR person are requested to reduce the staff. So this is what you mention in the introduction part. In the concept part, what you can do is you'll have to give different steps that can be taken, where the impact of downsizing would be less on the entire organization. So first is the points that I have mentioned is finding out the productive employees of the organization so that you do not lay them off. Then there is improvement of employee engagement, so you have to keep the entire staff engaged with some or the other activities, or there are motivational tasks which have been given. Holding a town hall with the CEOs, clearing the doubts of the employees, and having a transparency within the company. Then there is job rotation, where the one person is asked to do a job of some other person, where he would acquire skills and knowledge. So this is one more point. Then there is exploring new dynamics for the employees. So over here, what happens is the employee is trained, and he's given different skills or knowledge to acquire, with the help of which the person will identify new opportunities for him. So suppose if one person is working in the accounts department and he's been asked to take care of, say, of the admin department also. So at that point of time, he'll be given the admin training. How does the admin department work? He would be trained on that. So these are the points which you can mention in the concept part. In the conclusion part, you have to mention about attrition and how does this attrition affect organization, and the how will the HR manager try to bring in the least impact because of the downsizing. What happens is, generally when there is a downsizing in an organization, people will get demotivated. They are scared about their jobs. They don't know what would happen. So keeping this in your mind, you have to answer the conclusion part. Moving to third question, the third A, where there is this company writing for you, which are managed by Rahul and Priya. The first question is, they are not using a formalized performance appraisal process. So this of course is a wrong practice. So first, in the introduction part, you have to mention about performance appraisal cycle process, which is taken by the organization and how does it benefit. In the concept part, you have to mention the disadvantages for not opting for a formal appraisal cycle, appraisal performance process. So these are general points which you can answer, that if there is no formal appraisal cycle or a performance appraisal process, then there will be lot of confusions. There are the communication will not be a formal process. There will be no evidence on this. Sometimes the feedbacks will not be a professional feedback. They will be taken in a friendly way. Sometimes the feedback might also go negative. The appraisals can be biased. uh, so various points are available. You will have to Google search it. These are just general points which you can mention. This is how you complete the third A part. Moving to third B. In third B, you have to mention the different criteria that can be considered for developing a formal appraisal performance system. So, what you have to do is you have to search for the features of a performance appraisal software or a performance appraisal process. So, few points which I have mentioned is performance review, performance appraisal as and when required, customizable as per your needs, as per the business needs. This should be integrated with other HR tools, and then 360 degree of feedbacks that can be gathered. So these are some points which you can mention. In the conclusion part, you mention how will this benefit the organization, and what is the importance of performance appraisal cycle for a particular organization. So this is how you complete the HR assignment. If you're having any doubts, do buzz me. Thank you.